it's a very simple reaction. The sentiments by Waluke and Didmus are as unfortunate as they were. I think Didmus is getting overexcited. I was his dome prefect, so he's a character I know very well. But to respond to what they are saying, one, Bungoma is not a domain of William Ruto for them to declare that nobody can visit Bungoma. And actually I want to confirm to them that mid next month, the Right Honorable Raila will be in Bungoma. We'll give them a date in advance so that they can prepare. And we meet and see if they will be able to stop him from coming. Most significantly, Didmus and Waluke himself are what we popularly call the Faranga commuter. They don't have anybody's mandate to create political boundaries. Those are all Dikano tactics of declaring that nobody has capacity to visit any zone. Those days of political zoning are long gone, and they are part of an endangered species that cannot hold water. But most significantly is that we are talking about the war on corruption. And those who have stolen and used their political offices to loot public coffers. And our only interest is that William Ruto has turned himself into a spokesperson of those the DCI is pursuing for looting money. And in fact, no single individual in the history of this country has created a system that rips away from his people, that improvises his people more than one William Ruto. If you remember the scandal at the National Cereals and Produce Board, if you remember the fake fertilizer scandal, if you remember now the current dams scandal, the Arrow and Kimare and the Tare Dam that are supposed to have benefited people from the Rift Valley, and even the current ongoing prosecution cases where MDs hailing from the Rift Valley are facing corruption charges. Nobody has used his political office to make his people suffer more than William Ruto. And if William Ruto has information to the extent that he's saying, then ours is to demand that he must turn himself up at the DCI headquarters and record a statement and provide those details to investigators. Sending his attack dogs in the manner and style of the likes of Didmus and Waluke will not do anything to assuage the fact that he is the high priest of corruption. I think it is time Kenyans start having a conversation on the eventuality of having a deputy president charged before a court of law and what happens in such a case, because that is where these investigations are headed. And when that time comes, I think the country must be ready to deal with the consequences of a person in the highest office engaging in corruption. I think that will